spaces.
This bill would potentially harm families and children who are already in a precarious position.
Now at 6, the new push to expand San Diego's encampment ban to the entire state. Plus, one suspected prowler is arrested, but police are still looking for another in the college area.
If you've lived here a while and your backyard starts to give way, not a good feeling.
What Carlsbad is doing to fix this failing slope that is threatening many homes.
You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Happy Friday to you. Glad you're with us here at 6 a.m. everyone. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Netta Irampour. And yeah, we're going to start with a quick check of your forecast. You'll notice a little cloudier than we've had, but it is also a little bit warmer. So here's a view, looks like from the airport across the bay. And overall, fog is not a major issue unless you're in Ramona. Where's the clouds coming from? Well, right there. Marine layer over the ocean pushing in, and also that onshore flow, all because of that system way up north. You see that rain up in the Bay Area and snow. Eventually, in about 3 or 4 days, that will get to us. For now, though, we're waking up to the 50s this afternoon, mid to upper 60s.
Right now, cities across California, including San Diego, are dealing with a decades-long problem, homelessness. And this morning, state and local lawmakers are pushing for the city of San Diego's encampment ban to go statewide.
We do have team coverage on this. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us with what San Diego Housing Commission is doing to help combat the problem here locally. But first, CBS 8's Regina Yorita live downtown with what supporters and opponents say about this statewide encampment ban proposal. Good morning, Regina.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And I can tell you that Senator Brian Jones, with the help of Democratic Senator Catherine Blake Spear, they're actually modeling the unsafe camping ban that San Diego has, and they're taking it to a state level. Now, homeless advocates disagree with this, and they say this won't be successful.
We are still seeing more people fall into homelessness than are able to exit homelessness. And so that's an indication that what we're doing is not working.
And that is Erin Suramoto Grass with Alliance San Diego. She says this bill would potentially harm families and children who are already in a vulnerable state. Grass actually doubts the attempted efforts to make the ban statewide. She also calls out some of the issues San Diego's encampment ban has had since it took effect in July. Advocates say encampments along the riverbed have gone up. There's also been a wave of unsheltered people migrating only to end up camping in neighboring cities. Advocates also say one of the biggest concerns is not having enough shelter space to handle a statewide ban. So back out here, many advocates are still continuing to push affordable housing. They say that's the key to help with the homeless crisis that we're dealing with statewide. That's the latest here in downtown. I'll send things back to you guys.
Back here in San Diego, in just a couple of hours here, the San Diego Housing Commission's Board of Commissioners will be meeting. Right now, there are plans to apply for $40 million in grants to acquire an affordable housing unit.
CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us here in studio with details about this application, what it means, Chris.
Yeah, this is Project Home Key. We've heard about a couple of projects here locally in San Diego, taking hotels, motels, and developing them into affordable housing units. Well, this particular property on Hotel Circle, the extended stay, you may have heard about this already. This Home Key application actually has already been applied back in July of last year, but we want to update you on where it stands right now. We do have this up in the commission agenda today. So it turns out the commission is still waiting after applying. And today they're updating the existing application resolution to update some new names because there were changes with their leadership team. As for the property itself, you can see right there, it's currently an extended stay. If application is greenlit by the state, it would award them $40 million or up to $40 million to purchase the property and turn it into 161 affordable housing rentals. There would be behavioral and mental health services on site for those staying at the property. The indication is those that would be staying here would be people experiencing chronic homelessness and transitional aged youth. There are several other properties funded by Project Home Key initiative here in San Diego. You have some in Kearney Mesa. You have one in the Midway as well, too. So it remains to be seen if this will indeed become one to join that growing list. Of course, we'll continue to follow that and any other updates to come out of this Housing Commission meeting later today. Eric and Netta.
Chris Groh, thank you for that. And now new this morning, a man accused of peeping into somebody's home in the college area is under arrest. Police say the victim saw Ilmer Cortez Diaz looking into their home on Adobe Drive from the backyard for several minutes Wednesday. The victim later told police that was the third incident of peeping this week. Police say ring video of a similar incident Monday matches Cortez Diaz's description. So within minutes, police arrived. They found the suspect jumping over fences. San Diego State Police later detained him. And this comes as police renew their call for help in this separate case, also in the College area. So this is who they're looking for. Look at your screens here. Police looking for this man they say spied on a woman while she was in the shower back in December. A Ring camera captured the man, there's his face, as he stared in through the window on Dorothy Drive. Police describe him as having a shaved head and a tattoo on his left forearm. Call Crime Stoppers if you recognize him.
Today, Councilmember Stephen Whitburn is set to announce a proposed ordinance to stop excessive noise from pedicabs. This comes after motorized devices like e-bikes and motorized pedicabs were banned along the Embarcadero for the same reason. In a press release, officials say the new proposed ordinance would also limit what pedicabs can do. Whitburn is set to announce this at 9 a.m. and we will update you as soon as we learn more. The city of Carlsbad has just declared a storm-related emergency for repairs to a slope between El Camino Real and Trieste Drive. The affected homes that back up to the failing slope are beginning to show damage at the fence lines and sheds in the backyards. Neighbors tell us the landslide started in 2020 and has progressively gotten worse since the recent storms.
These people put their life and their jobs to buy their home. This is their safe space, so the city has to help them.
A lawsuit was filed against the city of Carlsbad on behalf of homeowners on 8 affected properties, claiming the city's at fault here. Their attorneys say the trial starts Tuesday. The emergency repairs are estimated to cost about $1 million. Let's take a peek outside here on this Friday. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice weekend here now.
Yeah, in the 60s, so not bad. We're actually going to be a couple degrees above average, so 68, 69 for some of you, close to 70 degrees, and then this weekend will stay that way. For now, we're seeing a little bit of marine layer cloud coverage way over along the coastline, but most inland spots, you're in the clear. This is actually where it's chillier. Our San Miguel view giving us that glimpse of daylight here ahead of the sun coming on up in about 20 minutes from now. This is Mount Soledad. As you'll see, a little more cloud coverage right along the coast. Over the beaches, our bay. This is a look at your headlines for today. So patchy marine layer in effect. Afternoon sunshine for most of San Diego. We do have weak ridging, weak area of high pressure that's building through the weekend. By Sunday, though, we'll get more clouds, and then that's a sign of the next round of rain. Not expected until late in the day Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, it looks like Wednesday might actually be the day where we'll get the more decent amount of rainfall, a half to 1 inch of rain. I'll show you that in a moment. For now, though, let's talk about what's happening as you step out the door here. A little fog to deal with in Ramona with visibility at 1/3 of a mile. Everywhere else, though, where our weather stations are, things are looking pretty clear. 46 in Poway, 51 in Escondido, 54 Del Mar, 58 downtown. Chula Vista, you're at 50 degrees. Just a 1 degree change there. But look to the North County area where there's more clouds right now. Oceanside 12 degrees warmer, Carlsbad 8 degrees warmer, Ramona you're warmer as well, and it's thanks to the marine layer kind of as a blanket over San Diego County, and that marine layer a sign of this system up north bringing in that west to east flow, the onshore flow as we call it, and that is actually already starting to bring some rain and snow way up north. It's going to mainly hover over the Northern California area through the weekend. Eventually by Monday we'll see it move further south into LA, Orange County, then get to San Diego. But really, it's a slow mover. So we're not expecting it to be that big of a storm for San Diego. This usually peters out by the time it gets to us. Surf forecast for today, 3 to 5 feet. Water temperature, 58 degrees. Rip current risk is high, so a heads up. Low tide, 9:43 this morning. A good morning to go out for a walk. You'll have plenty of space on the beach to do that. High tide at 4:41, not too high. But on Sunday, Monday, as we wait for that storm to get here, the swell is going to build 7 to 10 feet. So watch out for that on Sunday. It'll be a sight to see. Here's a look at those afternoon highs today. 68 La Mesa, 69 in Santee, 66 in San Marcos, and then a little bit cooler, as you'll notice, along our coastline. All right, let's get a check of traffic. And for now, many of our live cameras do show that things are pretty nice out there. We're not dealing with major issues. Here's a look at the 125 and the 15 at Valley Parkway. pretty normal. Not that many cars out on the road. It is Friday morning in San Diego, after all. I don't see any crashes in sight, so that's always a good thing. And now let's give you a look at the border wait times. If you are coming in from Mexico or heading south, well, here's a look at the Customs and Border Protection website. 90 minutes for the general line at the San Ysidro Port of Entry. 70 minutes for the general line at the Otay Mesa Port of Entry. That's from Mexico into San Diego.
No. This is the truth, Judge. And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Still ahead, drama in the courtroom in a case involving former President Donald Trump.
We complain when there's a drought, and then we complain when there's too much rain.
How the weather is impacting those beautiful flowers in San Diego. Not an early riser? If you can't watch CBS 8 Mornings live, watch us on your own time on CBS 8 Plus. Add our app today to your Roku, Fire TV, and now Apple TV, and watch us on your schedule.